Hi, my name is Vicky, and today I'll be bringing you Derek's interview, which I'm so excited for you guys to see. It is a little on the low volume spectrum, but so just turn up your volumes. I hope you love it, just because I love to hear how everyone else is doing with multiple sclerosis. If you're new here, this channel is all about multiple sclerosis, how to overcome symptoms, possibly how I've overcome a lot of multiple sclerosis symptoms, what I take, what I do, what information is out that may be beneficial to you or a loved one who suffers with multiple sclerosis. So I hope you love this interview. There is another interview that I conducted, well, that Derek interviewed me. So if you haven't already watched it, I hope you go and watch it. If you haven't already subscribed and liked and shared and commented, please do so if you wish. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful March. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
Okay, my name is Derek. I'm 37, and I've been diagnosed with MS. I was diagnosed with MS in February of 2019.
Okay. Derek, my first question for you is, how have you felt with the MS opposed to before you had the MS? What are your feelings of cognitive issues? Have you had any brain issues that you can think of?
Um, Not necessarily. I haven't had any brain issues, but I've had migraines, and I've been, as of like, even right now, I'm kind of, what's the word? I can't even think of the word.
Maybe anxious?
Anxious.
Nervous?
Um, it's, what's the word?
Flustered?
No. It's where you can't think, you can't remember stuff. What is that?
Discombobulated?
No. Um, it's an illness thing. Like you get
Brain fog.
brain
Cog
fog.
fog. Mm-hmm.
See how bad I am. I can't even.
No,
I
you're
didn't
good.
remember that either.
I get the only issues I've had are brain fog and like migraines, and it was a little depression in there, but um, depression plays into another part of it.
Yeah. Do you live alone or do you live with someone? Because I feel that when you live with someone, it also affects that person that you live with, and how has your relationship gotten with the people that you live with?
Um, I know I have a shorter fuse than normal. I live with my wife, stepson, and my 3-year old, and I've been a little bit more ornery towards them, since. Um, I have a low tolerance for a lot of issues lately, and it has put a strain on a lot of things. But so far, we're managing roughly, but managing.
Do you feel that your relationship has gotten worse and stronger? I mean, worse or stronger?
Ooh, I feel my relationship has gotten worse in one area and stronger in other areas. Like where I was strong, it has gotten worse, and then what was bad before has gotten stronger, which the balance kind of shifted at some point in time. So I'm trying to pull back up the part that was strong to match the new strength I have on one area.
What area do you think has gotten stronger?
Um, Patience, a lot of patience. We have a lot more patience than we did before.
On your end or on your wife's end as well, or both?
On her end, she's a lot more patient because she knows that it's a bigger issue um, than just, having the flu or a cold or something like that. She knows there's a lot of things that can come along with it. So she's a lot more patient. But, when me having a short, you know, tolerance for things has caused like tension because um, normally I'm just laid back, and so it builds up tension with everybody in the house, and then everybody's on pins and needles. Even though she's being patient, everybody makes everybody frustrated. So if I can bring that back down, then I think we'll all be good.
Yeah, definitely. So how long have you been diagnosed?
It's been a year. Been diagnosed for a year. I felt like I've known there was something wrong for longer, but it's only been about a year now.
That you've been diagnosed?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And do you feel that this is your first winter that you're going through with after being diagnosed? Do you feel that the winter has made your symptoms worse, or do you feel that the heat had made your symptoms worse?
Actually, I feel like the heat made my symptoms worse. Actually, when it's hot, I actually feel a lot more pain and a lot more dizziness, imbalance. I feel frustrated more. When winter started approaching, I started feeling better in a lot of areas. I know when it was still kind of summertime, I was that's when I first experienced the vision loss. And as soon as it started cooling down and I started, doing steroids and stuff, it's gotten better because I've always been more of a cold natured person. I think that's what it is. I can dwell in the cold a lot better. So not too bad.
Okay. So what medications have you taken after the diagnosis,
Um, right
prescription
now,
wise?
I've been prescribed Copaxone. Actually, they gave me the generic Glatiramer, and I just recently got it mailed to me a few days ago, but I haven't even had the opportunity to take it because it's back at home, and it took about 4 months for them to finally approve and send the medication to me. Um, and so I don't even know what the effects of it are yet, or what it's going to be like for me because I haven't actually taken it yet.
Also, okay, so you're just, so you have you taken anything else other than you said I know you mentioned earlier that you've taken steroids after your diagnosis. That's what they prescribed to you so that your flare up can, you know, diminish or minimize.
Yeah.
And so that's all you've taken, steroids?
The steroids and just my regular medication for my high blood pressure, like lisinopril and hydrochlorothiazide. But other than that, I do eat cinnamon and turmeric for inflammation and pain. So that's the only other thing
Awesome.
I kind of do right now. So
Well, so that was my next question, if you've taken any natural medications. So yeah, those are the only natural medications.
the cinnamon, do cinnamon, ginger, turmeric. I'll eat black beans because they hold a lot of potassium, and I'll try to keep up my potassium with bananas and avocados and stuff. Try to keep myself a little balanced.
Okay, and that's every day or every other day or 3 times a week? Or?
Well, with the cinnamon and turmeric, it's every day. Everything else is kind of like every other day, so it's not overwhelming in my body. So.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Okay, so do you feel good? Like I see you can walk, you have great balance. How do you feel? I see that you have great balance and you can walk.
Now, I feel a lot better than I did 3 months ago, but I still have a lot of back pain, even though a month ago it was worse than it is now. So it's like slowly improving. But so I can walk a lot better than I was able to walk in November, but I still get short-winded pretty fast, probably because I've gained weight though. But I get short-winded, and after about an extended period of walking, I need to sit down and rest. But it's not as short as it was before. It would be like 10 minutes. I need to rest. Now it's probably like 25 or 30 minutes, and I'm like, I gotta sit down. So I feel a lot better now, like I'm coming out of a relapse.
Right, because it takes a little bit of time when you take the actual medicine or the medication, the steroids, and then also the steroids. It makes you gain weight for most people. So how many pounds do you think you gained after the steroids?
I gained about 40 pounds after the steroids.
Yeah, see, that could be significant for someone.
Yeah,
But
it's a lot.
how long did you take the steroids for?
It was only for 3 days, and it was a gram a day, which is 1,000 milligrams. And I mean, I felt horrible by day 3, and my whole body ached so bad that I would just lay there shivering in pain. And after about a week, that pain went away. It wasn't as intense anymore, and it just started to dissipate over time. So
Okay. And so do you think you're doing okay, or what do you want to potentially have the Copaxone accomplish for you? What is your biggest symptom that you have that you want to go away with the Copaxone or whatever else, or with time?
I think my biggest symptom is the walking because, well, the walking and the vision because my vision still gets blurry. I got a prescription for glasses, a very small one that helps it just a little bit. The doctor says I have 20/20 vision still, but the prescription is supposed to sharpen my vision. And I'd like for my eyes to be a bit better because I still notice the downgrading quality and how well I can see. But I'd also like to be able to walk like I used to. I could walk to a store, walk 2 miles, and be no big a deal. So I can get back to exercising and do physical therapy and go back to work.
What symptom were you diagnosed with? Was it vision loss or?
It was I was diagnosed with optic neuritis,
Right.
and I had no peripheral vision on my bottom left side where I couldn't see anything in this area of my vision, and it was like I was looking through like little tiny holes like this. So yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay. Anything you would like to share with anyone that is going through multiple sclerosis?
For me, I would say it is, man, what would I like to share?
Anything that will help you, like helps you stay positive maybe?
Well, for me, what helped me when I started, I fell into a deep depression, and what got me back to being more positive and seeing the light was a distraction from the condition. I started watching Game of Thrones, and I got sucked into a fantasy world for a while that kept my mind off of the seriousness of the situation I was dealing with, because I wanted to just jump off a bridge, and that kept my mind from dwelling on that thought. And I eventually over time I started to accept the situation. So I would say that if there's something that you enjoy that that isn't diminished by the condition, like if it's something that you can do that the condition isn't keeping you from doing, I'd say do that and just try to stay positive, because if you're relapsing, it still has to come to an end at some point, and it'll get better. You'll heal, you'll get your vision back, you get your legs back, you get your arms back, and you might not be 100%, but you could be 95%, and that's better than what you were before. So let's focus on the positive end and go from there.
Awesome. Thank you, Derek.